Hey y'all, today I'm just going to kind of go over some axes out of my collection. Some of them's personal finds. The ones up front here is personal finds. The ones back here in the back, this is stuff I bought. A lot of these came from Illinois, Ohio, Indiana. And you can tell just by like this mini celt. This is not stone we have around here. Like if you was to find this, it would really be a killer find here in Eastern Kentucky because we just don't have this kind of hard stone. But here's another good example. Really cool hard stone celt. It's really polished up here towards the front. It's got a lot of pecking back here, but they didn't quite smooth it. But man, up front, it's smooth as it can be. Again, that's one I've bought. Here's another really good one that got a good polish to it. From what I've heard, this is Adena culture. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I've heard these referred to as pole celts, Adena pole celts. So I just gotta kind of go on other people's word at that, I guess. A couple full grooves that I bought, and from what I've been told, the full grooves are pretty much the oldest, like middle, early archaic. See, this one's got a little bit of modern damage there, which that's what the stone would have originally looked like before it got all this patina on it here. I think this one came out of Illinois. Pretty good size axe. Here's another smaller one. A little full groove. It's got a lot of plow marks on it. Big ding here. Still a really cool artifact though. I mean, all these are still cool artifacts, but a little damage don't hurt it. Here's one that I'm not really sure is an axe, a big tool, a chopper, a buster. If y'all got any idea, drop me a comment, let me know your opinion. It's not broke though because this is the natural rind on it, and I actually found this in a creek bed here in Breathitt County, but I just thought it was really cool. Breathitt shirt, local material. Some kind of big tool, maybe you could call it an axe. And in the same holler, I found this here. And it don't look like much, but you really get to looking at it, you can tell that at one time it was a full groove also. But it's broke right where the groove was. And to me, it kind of looks like they broke it when they were manufacturing it, because if you guys can see, all this here is rough. That's from them packing it. So the way they would make these and make them smooth, they would peck them and then slick them down with something. From what I understand, usually sand and water. But this one has been pecked a lot. Here you can see a lot of pecking. And I would say in the manufacturing process, somehow they probably broke it. Or maybe they were just using it like that and it broke. Here's another broke one I found. This one came out of a cornfield here in Breathitt County. Not much left of it, but it's pretty rare to find an axe here in Breathitt, here in this part of Kentucky, at least up here in the mountains. Now here's one that's really cool, and I know y'all are watching and you can't tell, but this thing is really heavy. And the reason it's so heavy is because this is made out of a type of iron ore called limonite. And again, this is a full groove. It's just not got the groove as established as these other ones. But the polish on this thing is immaculate. My stepdad actually found this in a dozer road where they just put a gas line in. And the only damage to it is this little nick right here, which was probably done by the equipment, I'd say, by the dozer. This thing is super slick. I've showed this to a lot of people, and they say they've never seen a limonite axe this big or this polished in this good a shape. They're usually much rougher than this. This is just a killer artifact. I bet this thing probably weighs 8 pounds, maybe 10. It's so heavy because of the material it's made from. And here's a little adze. I guess you could qualify that as an axe, but little ads that came off of Quicksand Creek here in Breathitt County. And for the grand finale, this is a personal find, believe it or not. You guys can just see how big that thing is. This is probably a Mississippian era celt. This was found in a big old cornfield on Quicksand Creek. And the only damage to it that is ancient damage is right here in the tip of it. You guys can see there. It's a little bit of pecking on the back, but on the back there's some disc marks for farming equipment. And I was amazed to find this. I was actually hunting with two of my buddies. This field we found this in had been hunted for the last 70 years probably, if not longer. And I mean, truckloads of artifacts came out of there. But when I first seen this, I thought it was a pop bottle covered in mud. And I whacked it with my stick, with my flipping stick. And I could tell it was a rock, uncovered it, and man, that thing is just beautiful. I've had all kinds of offers, people trying to buy it off of me, but they'll probably put that one in a casket with me. I just love that thing. It's one of the best finds of all time for me personally. But I just want to get a few axes out today, show you guys some of my collection. I got a few more, but that's the gist of it right there. I got some other ones, more like tools, not really celts and axes, but anyway, just wanted to show some off. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Y'all take it easy.